A dialogue held yesterday at the Holocaust and Genocide Centre emphasized the message that oppression knows no gender, no race or even nationality. In collaboration with the Nelson Mandela Museum, the centre hosted a dialogue for women from diverse backgrounds to enable them to share the perspectives and experiences of oppression in all forms. Well, stories were drawn from South Africa under apartheid, the genocide in Rwanda, as well as the Holocaust in Europe, were shared to highlight the role that women, particularly young women, can play in preventing these tragedies from happening again in the future. eNCA's Theodor Mashele attended the dialogue and filed this report.
I lost all my parents and siblings in the new life I did not expect.
An emotional retelling of horrifying events, aiming to encourage dialogue about all forms of oppression, particularly towards young women.
If you suppress something, it will find a way, in any case, to be vented. It will redirect itself somehow. We are human beings. As human beings, we've got memories, we've got conscious and subconscious memories. We also have spirituality. We are spiritual beings. There are things we don't know we remember, but they are in our cells, in our bodies. And we'll find expression one day. And it's not always a pleasant expression when it comes out if there hasn't been an openness and an accommodation and a space created for people to ventilate and to vent the feelings that they have about things, or to raise questions, or to be told about their histories or the histories of their families, their communities, their countries, where they come from, so that the air can be clear and we can all be free and feel free.
This was also an opportunity for the Nelson Mandela Museum to continue Utata's work.
We are trying to tell a collective story that you guys, this pain and this suffering that our predecessors went through, it should not happen again. As according to the words of Nelson Mandela, that never and never ever again. If we do not do that, if the youth of South Africa are not engaged, if we don't talk with each other, and if we don't have these dialogues, conversations about our internal pains, suffering, struggles, then in the future we'll definitely have this situation. You'll definitely have leaders, young leaders of this country and throughout the world who are full of anger.
During Rwanda genocide, rape and the other form of violence were directed against Tutsi women.
Dileka Mandela said, our successors should carry on what our predecessors started.
The onus is upon the both of us, my generation, the generation above me, Mubambalega, the matriarchs, and them coming together. It can't always be from us to them. They have got to be yearning for information. And we need to have more spaces like this where this intergenerational discourse happens on a frequent basis.
We look at the past in order to connect this past to ourselves today, to learn from the past, to be reflective about the past, and to make connections between different pasts.
In her final remarks, Mbete hailed women who excel in leadership roles.
History has always given you women of high quality, of depth of character, of solid human spirit and courage. And an example that always emerges in my own mind is Mam Charlotte Maxeke.
Theodor Mashele, Johannesburg.